Hello Blizzard fans, this is FalconPaladin coming to you with yet another daily Blizzard upload. This is a game between VampyWorm and Hunts on Inferno Pools, the latter edition. This is a Legacy of the Void replay, as evidenced by the fact that there are a lot of workers here at the very beginning of the game, which shortens the early game, and I'm really in favor of this change. I hope they keep it for the actual release of Legacy of the Void. But without further ado, let's introduce the players. In the top right of Inferno Pools, we have the enemy, the Red Terran player. It is Hunts. And in the top left of Inferno Pools, we have the hero, our Blue Protoss player, and our friend, VampyWorm, repping Team Ascension with a fancy Phoenix logo. I hope that's a Phoenix. If not, please don't hate me. But either way, it looks like we are throwing down the gateway again against Terran. Adept pressure can be very good, as we saw in a previous video. Let's see if VampyWorm chooses to do that. This is a huge map, so we're actually sending workers out a little bit earlier than you might see to get that scouting. And are they going to kiss? Kiss, kiss, kiss. 3, 2, 1. There it is. Boop. Oh, just a little brush, just a little kiss on the cheek. Nothing too intense or committal there. I like it. And now they know exactly where the other player is. No real reason to scout anymore. I mean, I guess you can get some information about how many gas there are and things like that, but gas there is. Grammatically, I'm not sure how that works. And that's embarrassing because I majored in communications in college. But either way, pylon, gateway. Is it another gateway or is it a cyber core? Probably, yep, with the 2 workers in each gas here. It's going to be a cyber core, and then adepts are going to begin popping out here fairly soon. If Hunts knows what's going on, he's going to be ready for this. And actually getting a Reaper. I don't think Reapers do well against Adepts. Adepts are ranged. They have that fast psionic transfer ability that can actually stop them, or at least catch up to Reapers. That speed boost is not as much of a benefit anymore. Where is this probe going, you sneaky probe? We'll keep an eye on you and see what you're going up to. A base actually coming up for Hunts, expanding a little bit earlier. It's 1 barracks. A Reaper expand from the Terran player, feeling very gutsy here. Anyway, Cybercore coming up, another gateway coming down, and an Adept. Boop, there it is. Man, I like it when I call these things. But here we come with the Reaper. Let's follow him. Reapers are always fun to follow. They have the jetpacks on their back, and they're saying stuff like, yeah, buddy. And they can jump up and down cliffs and throw their MD8 charges. KD8 charges. Dang it. That knocks things back, does 10 damage. Not so great against... Anyway. Gonna try to... Ooh, good micro here. Gonna snipe down this probe quite easily. One more hit does kill it. 1, 2, I think it's 5 total. Getting the Nexus down. Is this... Oh, the probe stays alive too. And here comes the Adept. How many shots to kill that Reaper is the question. Psionic transfer, go. Are we gonna see it? No? Oh, okay. Trying to take down... Does 2-shot that SCV. One more shot on that Reaper. I think it's maybe a 3 or a 4 shot. But anyway, the Reaper is still alive. Still being chased by the Adept. Accidentally hitting... Oh, the charge forcing all those probes back, pulling them off the line, and the Reaper is still alive. This guy doing tons of harassment. Another probe kill for that Reaper. Can he get one more? No. Are the combat drugs kicking in? Yes, they are. The Adept 1 shot and 2 shots the Reaper. Probably 3, maybe 4 to kill that guy. I don't know. But either way, now we have Marauders coming out. Marauders doing so much better against Adepts than Reapers and Marines can do. How many Adepts are we going to make, though, is the question. And 1 more in production. That might be it. I don't think VampyWorm's going to go too heavy on the Adept count here, just because I think he knows there's going to be Marauders out. He has this forward pylon. It's a very cheeky forward pylon. It is super close. I think it's visible. If you stand right here, you might be able to see it. Well, maybe not. Maybe it has a position that's been chosen very carefully. I don't know. Either way, 3 Reapers are out of Starport coming up. We're getting concussive shells as well for these Reapers. Another one in production. Robo Bay and a Twilight Council. Now on its way for the Protoss player. And yes, we can see those there. Adept more in a defensive position, not really seeking to contain the Terran player. What with these Marauders out, there's not much that he can really do. Here they come. Are they going... If they go down this ramp, they might actually be able to see that forward pylon. And if they do, they could snipe it down. That'd be a good pickup for Hunts, depending on how things go here. But now making... making a Cyclone. Yes, so excited for this Cyclone. Cyclones are fun. They have the ability with the lock-on where they do like 250 damage to a target while moving, and they're fast and they can chase things down and just hit them constantly without that stutter step micro required. Cyclones are good, man, but they can't attack otherwise without the lock-on ability. So actually 540 damage. I lied. 540 damage over 14 seconds. Can move while firing. I like this. Forward pylon still being unscouted. Get out of your base, Hunts. You got to do it. Second base now fully established for VampyWorm. Adept count is now at 3. He has a couple stalkers. Vikings in production for Hunts as well. Another Cyclone. We're getting Blink. So Blink Stalker attack coming, but I get the feel... Well, okay. So Blink Stalkers are probably pretty good against Cyclones because they can blink up and immediately snipe it down. Just because they will be fast. They can catch up to a running away Cyclone, which is really nice. And Observer going to come out and scout exactly what's going on for Hunts, which is going to be Cyclones and Marauders. Neither of which can shoot up. So I feel like maybe Void Rays would be a good choice here, to be honest, if you're VampyWorm. But he's getting a Warp Prism. He's getting that Blink. Can he see this? He kind of moved up in response to that Observer, but can't shoot up anyway, so the Observer is safe even if it gets scanned. So it sees the exact composition of what Hunts is up to, making more and more Cyclones, making another factory, and also getting out these Vikings for anti-air. So I guess that's actually a good composition to deal with Void Rays or Phoenix that might come in. Vikings do pretty well against those particular units. Third base coming up for VampyWorm, and at the same time he is making a Disruptor. So a Disruptor drop coming in. Again, we saw that be very, very effective against the Zerg, against the Terran that VampyWorm has already played. Unfortunately, the Observer gets sniped down by the Vikings. Goodbye, Observer. We knew thee only for a little bit of time. Getting upgrades here, +1 vehicle weapons for Hunts. Very good choice considering the Cyclones are vehicles. Are they vehicles? Armor and mechanical. Yeah, vehicle plating. Actually, attack doesn't really work for those guys because the lock-on ability does a set amount of damage considering I think it's actually a spell. So this is probably more for the Vikings. If there are any tanks coming out. Okay, good for Hellions as well. Hellions are here on the board. More Disruptors being made. Where is that Warp Prism? I do not know, but this forward pylon has not been used for anything whatsoever. Another pylon coming down just to block a potential third by the Terran player. The Terran player needs to move out. I mean, VampyWorm is going to be on 3 bases. Again, 3 base against 2 base Terran is very, very strong for Protoss. But the Disruptors are here. The Stalkers are here. They do have Blink now. They have no upgrades. No upgrades coming out yet for VampyWorm. Does he have a Forge even? I don't know. Here come some Hellions going for a run by, and they're going to pick up a few of these workers. There's really nothing to defend these guys here. Bam. Focusing 1 down, 2 down. 3, gonna get 3, gonna get 3. Yes, gets 3 as well, but the Blink Stalkers come up, chase them down, kill one of them. The other one dies very quickly as well. How many probes have died? 7 probes have died in total. Was that more probes than I thought? I counted like 3. Oh yeah, that's right. The early Reaper harassed did a ton of damage as well, killing 3 or 4 workers. So that is up to 7. That makes a lot of sense. Forward pylon here. This one looks like it got taken out. But pylon blocking the third base is still here as well. Going to try to take that third. Going to be pleasantly or unpleasantly surprised by this pylon is Hunts. Moving on over, but I think these Marauders are going to do a good job killing it. Actually doing lock-on. Is that a single? It is. It's a single Cyclone throwing down lock-on on this pylon, and it's enough to kill it. Okay, we learned something new. A single lock-on attack from a Cyclone can kill a pylon. It takes a while. I mean, I think it took most of the 14 seconds on that ability, but in the end, it did do it, landing this command center now. A lot of SCVs already here, ready to go. It's 59 to 54 Harvesters. Mules being dropped as well. Hunt's in a pretty good spot. Did we get a Cyclone drop up here? Did I miss it? Do I have to go back? I don't want to go back. Any SCVs die? 1 SCV has died. No. I don't think that was actually a drop. I don't see anything responding. I feel like it'd still be here. Either way, probe here looking for the presence of a 4th base for the Terran player. Here we go. I think this is actually the drop. I don't think I missed anything. Either way, Disruptor drop going to be super intense if Hunts does not move his guys out of there as soon as humanly possible. Oh, he tries, but so many die. Oh my gosh, 13 workers have died now. I think that is up from the 1 that it was before. So 12 workers die. Warp Prism picks up that Disruptor from long ways away. You saw that. Warp Prisms don't have to be on top of the units anymore to pick them up. It can actually be a good distance away for that to happen. So good abilities coming up. Oh no, another Disruptor drop to finish this guy off. Is that what we're going to see? Missile turret getting a few hits on that Warp Prism, coming around, trying to get into the main. And here it comes. Drop. Ability. Go. There it is. Getting a few SCV kills, trying to find a good spot to get the most kills possible And it does. It has a total of 19 kills now. The Vikings do manage to snipe down that Warp Prism, but the Disruptor is still here, and it can almost use the Purification Nova again. Huge attack over here, though. Cyclone's doing a lot of damage. Hellbats here in front as well. Marauders doing a ton of work on these Stalkers. The Disruptors want to get in there, but they haven't done anything yet. They haven't even engaged their ability. There it is. Trying to get on top of these guys. Killing a ton of Marauders. That was huge. 6 kills on that Disruptor, but there are a lot of Cyclones remaining. Are we pulling probes off the line? We are not. Adepts being locked onto. Workers being locked onto. Is that Disruptor cleaned up here in the main? I think it is. Yeah, I think these Hellions got it. But here come the Cyclones. They're actually choosing to snipe down this Nexus, and I think they're going to get it. Microing is best. Yes, the Nexus does fall. The Stalkers come up. It takes a lot of hits to actually kill these guys, though. They do have +1 armor, giving them +2 total now. And they escape. So, holy smokes. Cyclones are good, ladies and gentlemen. And that's it. VampyWorm calls the GG, and Hunts is victorious. I told you VampyWorm submitted losses along with his wins. He's a classy gentleman that way. He would not choose just to display the games in which he played extraordinarily well. So, I bet he has some not-so-kind feelings towards Cyclones after that particular game, because, man, they were huge in that battle. What did we lose? 26 Stalkers died, 4 Disruptors. Only 3 Cyclones died in that entire game. Cyclones are good. That's the lesson learned. Either way, this has been FalconPaladin with yet another Daily Blizzard upload. Thank you so much for watching. You can also catch me on Twitch, Twitter, and Facebook. All those social media sites are there for me at /FalconPaladin. And until next time, as always, you take care of yourself.